The American Civil Liberties Union today kicked off a statewide campaign to tackle what it calls a disturbing trend.
Lieutenant Randall Cooper is a veteran officer in the San Jose Police Department. He's also an African American and knows what it's like to be stopped without cause by police. Knows that to some officers, just driving while black is a crime.
Because I matched the description of someone that had been involved in a crime, or it could have been because I'm an African American male who drives a Cadillac.
The practice is called racial profiling, and a number of people at the ACLU's campaign announcement today said they have been victims.
Having your car searched, being frisked, being asked about who you are and what you're doing in a particular neighborhood. All of these things are painful reminders that you're really a second-class citizen.
Raymond Marshall, president of the California State Bar, says a police officer followed him into his driveway late one evening and asked if he lived in the house.
He then asked what I thought was the second question: could you tell me the address of where you've pulled into? I identified the address, the correct address, remarkably enough, and the officer then proceeds to simply thank me for cooperating, offer no reason for why we would trail.
The ACLU contends stops of that nature exacerbate the often hostile relationship between police and minorities. The group says since it began a racial profiling hotline last year, it has received some 1,000 complaints from Californians who were stopped by police.
Members of the community feel as though they are stopped because they might look a certain way or have a certain lifestyle.
San Jose Police Department profiles just like any other police department.
African American officers say they tracked police stops for a short time about 8 years ago and that the results were disturbing.
We're 5% of the population. We found out that we're 15% of the stops. I don't know why those numbers would change. We haven't had any training or looked at the issue.
There's a belief that law enforcement, not specific to the city of San Jose, but law enforcement may be making car stops based on race and gender and dress. That is improper, and that is in many cases illegal.
So today, San Jose's new police chief announced that his department will follow San Diego's lead as the second department in the country to voluntarily track the race and gender of every person on foot or in a car stopped by an officer in this city and the reason for the stop. That's about 120,000 a year, he says. Only about half of those result in a citation or arrest.